The UN joins the government and people of Sierra Leone in mourning the at least 100 victims killed after a petroleum tanker explosion and collision in the country's capital, Freetown, which wounded at least 100 other people. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres released a statement saying in part that he was, quote, deeply saddened by the extensive loss of lives after the crash between a vehicle and a tanker at a junction with heavy traffic led to fuel spilling before igniting. The government of Sierra Leone has declared the incident a national disaster while calling for 3 days of national mourning. Now an update on the deadly high-rise building collapse in Lagos, Nigeria, as officials report the death toll has jumped to at least 42 people. Officials presume that at least 7 people are missing to also be dead. Operations to clear the rubble continue, with many more people possibly unaccounted for, as the number of survivors has risen to at least 15. We now head over to the Horn of Africa, where a massive demonstration against forces from Tigray took place in Ethiopia over the weekend. Tens of thousands of Ethiopians flooded the streets of the capital, Addis Ababa, yesterday in support of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's administration's pro-war stance, while denouncing the United States' and others' calls for a ceasefire, as the Tigray People's Liberation Force and its allies have threatened to march on the city amid the country's civil war. This comes just days after hundreds of people, including Tigrayans, marched in Washington, D.C. to denounce the Ethiopian central government. Ethiopia's central government vows to continue to fight and win what they claim is an, quote, existential war, while the United States Embassy has recently ordered non-emergency government employees to leave Addis Ababa. Staying with the Tigray conflict, the opposing factions to Ahmed's administration are now joining forces, officially coming together and calling themselves the United Front of Ethiopian Federalist and Confederalist Forces. The 9 factions, led by the Tigray People's Liberation Front, are seeking a political change in the East African nation with their new alliance. A government spokesperson responded to the news with a tweet, arguing that the opposition forces rejected the democratic processes, quote unquote, presented earlier this year, and their objections now, quote, cannot be for democratization. Meanwhile, the rise of a civil disobedience campaign over the neighboring country of Sudan has been impeded by interruptions in internet and phone connections. Sudanese pro-democracy groups launched a 2-day civil disobedience campaign yesterday in protest of last month's military coup, but telecommunications services have been limited by continued interruptions. The Sudanese Professionals Association, which spearheaded protests that led to the ousting of then-President Omar al-Bashir back in April of 2019, are working alongside other groups in order to continue demonstrations against the military junta. Reports say police used tear gas during Khartoum protests, while arresting at least 87 teachers who were staging a sit-in. And as the U.S. and other Western powers continue to press for a return to a democratic government and a de-escalation in Sudan, Reuters reports sources close to ousted Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok say that talks between the coup leaders and Hamdok are progressing. And for some bit of good news, as Perez JEPCHIRCHIR and Albert KORIR held it down for Kenya over the weekend. Where? At the New York City Marathon. The 2 Kenyans won first place in their respective races. JEPCHIRCHIR made history, becoming the first athlete to win both the New York City Marathon and an Olympic gold medal. Following behind her in second place was Kenya's Viola Cheptu, and in third, Ababel Yeshane of Ethiopia. Now, in the men's race, KORIR performed an amazing comeback, taking first place after finishing second in the marathon back in 2019. Now, as you know, I was the favorite for this year's marathon. They thought I would take first place over the Kenyans, the Ethiopians, and the Sierra Leoneans. But I hurt my leg. So I'll be back next year to take home the gold on behalf of BNC and North Philly.